This is YM, part 2 of our 1-year anniversary, which is surprising. Okay. Not much at all. I'm glad you're here. I'll tell you something in a second. I have to turn down the telly down here. Let me turn on the television for a second. This morning you didn't miss much of anything. It was a video for someone else, actually the East Coast. This is technically a video for you. Now, I've been on now for over a year, which is surprising. I can't believe I started this a year ago today. Now, since you missed what happened this morning, it was talking about the same stuff I'm going to talk about now, how I did not know I'd be starting. I couldn't believe it. I've been on town for a year. And yes, your autograph is in the mail. I sent it out there today. It should be there in a few days. It should be there should be there sometime this week, I think. But I still can't believe it. I've been on now for 1 whole year. I mean, now I'm up to 52 subscribers. When I first started, I only had like 1 or 2 subscribers. Now I got so many. It's just remarkable. Since February, February hit, around February, I only had 12 subscribers. Wow. Because, last time I remember having 12 subscribers in late January, early February. Now, that's remarkable how it went up that fast after that many months. I know. I still can't believe it's a year either. Because this channel, before we were YNM, we were H&M. Before we were YM, we were H&M. Henry Milton. The thing was that we were H&M prior, and then a little bit later we changed it to YM, so we wouldn't get sued by the H&M clothing line. But when we changed our name, I found out that H&M clothing line is based in Sweden, which I did some looking, and they can't. If we still use the H&M name, they wouldn't be able to sue us. I just looked into that; they can't sue us. We still do a couple H&M episodes still. That we can still do. We still do it legally. I found that we can still do our H&M episodes still. I'm sorry I'm a little crooked, just the way I have the computer set up. But I found because before that we were H&M. Henry Milton. We went to H&M because it was cheaper. But when we first started, we were just doing, the first episode with just 3 of our friends goofing off maybe a year prior to when we even start, maybe in early March, they're goofing off. And we had music and we were getting ready to go to a basketball game upstate, and I had the music play. My friend John filmed it with his cheap Nagi cell phone. And we kept it for years. We had it for about maybe a little over a year, maybe 2 years. Yeah, we had it for 2 years before we actually used it. We had it for about a year before we actually used it, which I cannot believe it. Yeah, 1 whole year now. 1 whole year. You gotta think here though. I could not believe it. When we first started, we can only do videos for 3 minutes. Then eventually it went to 15 minutes. And that's how long we can pre-record videos now. I still can't believe it though. First started with 3, then 15 minutes, then now up to, like I said, 15. That's how we can start our pre-record videos like 15 minutes long. Live streams, we can do 2 hours now. My favorite, actually, my favorite videos are in the play, and my favorite videos are in playlists. Okay, the very first video we did is in the funny category. It was, the funny videos I think are funny as some of the music ones. Like Music Mix 1 is one of my favorite videos I did. Music Mix 1 was funny. Okay, that's in my music category. And then all the funnies, most of the funny videos are hilarious. Those were awesome videos. If you type in my name and put space glass, there's a glass elevator episode, glass elevator in one of my videos. Now, the glass elevator is awesome, okay? That one is one of my favorite videos I ever did. The glass elevator was awesome when I made that video because it was a glass elevator, and that thing was just mean, me and my friend who did it, we don't like heights. Okay, we hate heights. Okay, we do not like heights at all. We hate heights. It's just we're scared of heights. But we kind of did it because someone didn't want to go. We wanted if it goes, but there are people. The rest of the people who were supposed to go with us, they were skiing somewhere about an hour away, and just me and her and an adult. And we asked him, and he said, "Sure, you guys can do that, as long as one condition: you just stick together." He said, "Okay, you do go to the elevator in one condition: you stick together." Because he didn't want us to get lost in that resort. We told him we'll stay together, but he told me, "Tyler, take your tag with you. Take your ID tag with you, so you guys won't get yelled at." I said, "Okay." And it was my school tag. Okay, I had my school tag on for safety reasons. I had to keep tell him, okay. I brought my school. I had two tags actually. Okay, I had a school tag and I had a staff tag. Which the staff tag was technically, I was not a staff member of the school for a while. I was only a staff member of the school for a few months, but I still had it. So technically, we wouldn't get in trouble. I had my staff tag on, so I had tags that staff on it. I took that with us so we couldn't get in trouble. So if we did get in trouble, so we wouldn't get in trouble that much. I had the tag said assistant on it, so we wouldn't get in trouble. But he was so we didn't get in trouble, but the glass elevator was fun. That elevator was awesome. And that was the first time I ever took my tablet without the cover on it, which I'm a little nervous doing. That was fun because one of my favorite episodes, most of my favorite ones are the funny ones, like the hot pepper episode. My cousin Philip actually ate the pepper. And that pepper was 3.3 million skiers, the hottest pepper on earth. The California Reaper. I'm sorry, talking. Okay, what kind of pizza? When you get a chance to, tell me what kind of pizza you like. Because, actually, a friend of mine told me that he found a way to put me on TV, which one of my videos actually did that. Sometimes when you hear backfeed on the screen, maybe because I have a camera on right now or something. But, I just do this because I like doing it. My favorite videos are in the category, the other videos that people did were the videos I liked, and some of the videos I like are pretty interesting. Starting this channel was just for fun. Actually, that my main channel part, had the picture of my logo, then you have the picture, the fireflies behind it. That was actually the Special Olympics symbol they had back a few months prior. I kept the logo because I liked the way it looked at the background, so I thought the fireworks symbol would look pretty cool in the background. So I kept it. But I do sports, okay? I do tons of sports. When we go up north to Acme, Michigan, we do the best. Ew. I tried pineapple. I don't like pineapple, but it's my own opinion. But still, it's my own opinion. We're not in North Korea where what Witchcott says you do it or you die. But the thing about North Korea is I have found out something about North Korea. Women don't get to do, you know how women have their period? In North Korea, they don't have it. You're thinking, what do you mean? Well, I'm not trying to be gross, but in North Korea, they don't get, the women hardly get any food, so they don't hardly get any food. So yeah, they don't get their period. Oh, but I just looking, North Korea has the worst school ever. The worst schooling ever. Not kidding. You know how you go to school or college, you pay for, your pencils, your paper, maybe a couple of books, right? In North Korea, you pay for everything. Heat, desk, everything. You pay for every single thing your kid needs for school. That's just scary. I'm telling you, it's just scary and weird. But me, I prefer staying in America, okay? America's lovely. But, trust me, you never see me in Korea. But North Korea does have something that was surprising. I was reading something about North Korea. They have the deepest subway line in the world. One day I was just reading goofing off, found that North Korea has the deepest subway tunnel in the world, over 300 feet below, 300 feet underground. They have the lowest subway service in the world. North Korea does. That's pretty neat. They have theirs is over 300 feet below ground. According to world record, that's the deepest service hole that any people can go into. People like us that use the metro is over 300 feet below sea level. 300 feet underground is where the metro is, which is surprising. But I do these live streams because I like doing them. I still can't believe when I first started, television. If you look up the television talk episodes on my playlist, television talk, our very first episode was television talk. Okay, the actual episode where we actually started keeping records of. The first episode we did the Special Olympics 18 dance thingy, whatever it was called. That was our pilot. Okay, we didn't do nothing. We were just trying out, see if we could do this. When we first uploaded it, we did some looking, and I could not believe it was uploaded. I wish I could have filmed that day because me and my friend, when we started this channel, we were busting up, yelling and jumping around like crazy, thinking we just did. We were surprised that episode aired. That was over a year ago. I cannot believe it. If I look at that video right now, let's say a year old, which I'm in shock. I watched Notre Dame in Michigan. But first, before I look it up, I want to say something real quick, okay? Back to the Future, Part 2. The Cubs win the World Series. Well, they did. But Back to the Future was only off by 1 year. The Cubs did win the World Series in 2016. So technically, they weren't lying. The Cubs were in the World Series. They did win the World Series in 2016. So Back to the Future was only off by 1 year. But I don't watch football. I don't watch baseball that much. I'm more of a basketball person because I play basketball. Now, you told me you want to... Okay, now I'm up to 52 subscribers. But I'm going to go to my playlist and look at the videos that I like and tell you. Okay. Well, okay, now television talk started. Television talk came out back in the. Now, television talk was the very first series we actually did. It was 3 episodes, Pokemon versus Digimon, and it was just 3 episodes. We were gonna do more episodes, but we ran out of time. Television talk, I like the Horizon series. I like the music. I like the game. The school stuff was pretty good. The fast was good. The funnies. Now the funnies are awesome. All the funnies are cool. One of the funnies is H&M, and they're a goofball, which I actually got paid to goof off camera. I got paid a few bucks. Now, YM LOL number 2 is just an audio file. Some of my videos I do were, funnies. YM is sponsored by this. LOLs are funny. Now, here's what I found the first episode I was looking for, okay? This video aired 1 year ago today. Still can't believe it. Now, this was our very first episode. It was called Special Olympics Michigan, Area 18, Dancing to the Black Eyed Peas. Now, that's what the video was called back when we first started this video. That was our very first video. 43 views 1 year ago. That was our very first video. Published September 23rd, 2017. This was our very first video. And it was only 33 seconds. Well, if you're wondering why was it so short, we were worried. Actually, to make it easier for you, I'll give you, I'm actually going to send you the link right now. Now, I'm going to show the link to you, Anthony, because you deserve to see it. Okay? Okay, King, you deserve to see it. Now, I am actually right now sending you the video. After we do the video, you can look at it. But, yeah, I do watch football. I mostly watch it depends on The Super Bowl, I mean, if you're talking about, I mean, Super Bowl, yeah, I watched the Super Bowl. Okay, there's no, I mean, I always watch the Super Bowl. Okay, I always watch the Super Bowl. If it's a team I'll watch, like if it's the Packers, I'll watch it. Then last year's Super Bowl, I didn't actually watch all of it because I wasn't feeling well. I was real sick. I mean, during Christmas last year, after Christmas, I got real sick, so bad I almost had to go to the hospital. I mean, after that Pepper episode my cousin Philip did, I got real sick. Okay, I had to edit that video recently to fix the problem we have with it. But some days when I don't have to do videos, just because of reasons, like how this channel wasn't even going to be around. After 2 days of us, since tomorrow is a day it's sad, I might not be doing a video tomorrow. We were going to do it when we talk about doing the channel, we're going to see if we're going to stay on for a month to see how it went. But the channel was even 2 days old when that one thing happened in Vegas. But it's sad it happened. But gotta think here though. That guy don't work. Now, the thing is, nothing bad happens around here. I mean, up in Campbell, Zurich, or rampant stuff happens, but nothing happens around here. I mean, maybe every 5 minutes you might hear an ambulance or a train, but that's all you hear around here. I mean, we've been doing this for years and we're having fun. So, yeah. But I do this first for fun because I like doing the videos. I like having fun with the videos. But, I mean, the videos are awesome. I mean, one of my favorite videos is, like I said, music mix because I'm doing stuff like hilarious stuff. And I may want to do another music mix because those things are fun to do. Because the music mix is the best thing I like doing. I mean, okay. But music mix are awesome, okay? I love doing the music mix. I mean, music mix are awesome, okay? I'm not kidding. Music mix are awesome. Now, I run 3 channels, okay, on my music. Music mix are the funny ones too. But one of my favorite videos was, like I said, my pilot video I did. Wow, Journey. I only know a couple of their songs, okay? I mean, I know Lights. I mean, I have a couple of their songs on my tablet. If I remember right, one's Journey. I mean, I know a guy got a picture of someone famous too. I mean, you are lucky because you got the Oi autograph by me. But there's one teeny bitty problem. I didn't send you a picture because when you said you wanted a picture of me, I already sealed the envelope and couldn't give you a picture of me. Next time I get a chance to, I will send you a picture. No, okay, I have your paper still. But that return address I put on the envelope is my P.O. Box address. Some YouTubers like me do that for safety reasons, okay? If I knew how to put my P.O. Box address on there, I would. What's this? Okay. Shannon! One time I actually had the glasses. One time I dressed up like Ozzy on Halloween, and I mean, I couldn't do it. I mean, I could not even do it. I started busting up laughing when I did it. I mean, give me the bat. I'll eat that bat's head off. I mean, I don't understand how. I mean, I didn't watch all Ozzy's. I never watched a lot of Ozzy. Mostly I listen to his Ozzy Files. Crazy Train. That's the only song I really usually listen to is Crazy Train. I'm mostly into the old music and stuff, but me and my buddy, I'd say a few years ago, we did a test on some pizza brands. Okay, now we did a test on. You see here. What pizza brands do? We did Homemade, Hometown, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, and Hungry Howie's. Okay, that's a pizza place. Okay, that's what pizza places we did. Okay, now this is what was surprising. Okay. Now we had myself blindfolded. We did this. Okay, I tried homemade pizza. Took one bite of it, already knew what it was, homemade. Because I can tell by the taste. I passed that. We figured out it had little grease in it, which is mostly olive oil, so I knew that. We tried our hometown pizza place. We tried 5-Star Pizza. There's only 4 locations in Michigan, Bronson, Union City, Homer, Colon. That's the only locations they have. I think they're opening up a new location soon. Yeah, but I mean, it's a hometown pizza place, so that place had less grease. But then we tried Pizza Hut. It had a little more grease. It was according to what we have found. According to what we were rating on the grease scale, Pizza Hut was in the green, almost near yellow. But we're talking about Hungry Howie's. Hungry Howie's was in the orange. Okay, then we tried Little Caesars. There's more grease in Little Caesars than Hungry Howie's pizza, and all the pizzas were pepperoni. Wow, that's lovely. It's nice there. But I heard that, you'll see here, the temperature it's here now. Right now it is 71 degrees in Three Rivers. Now, I do the best I can with my videos, make sure, the highest temperature I've ever been to, I swear, was maybe 100 degrees around here. And that was back in the early 2000, back in the early 2K, I'd say late 2000s, early 20s. I'd say maybe the mid to late 2000s, the 90s, and maybe from early 2010 to maybe 2012. The highest temperature recorded was 134 degrees in Death Valley, which is also quite hot. But it's weird, though. Death Valley is below sea level, okay? 86 meters below sea level, which is weird, okay? Death Valley is 86 meters below sea level. That's lower than New Orleans, Louisiana, which I think is weird. But I know what you're saying, though. It's quite hot. I know what you're saying, though. There's a town near, Death Valley, there's something I thought was stupid about Death Valley, okay? There's a golf course in Death Valley. That just sounds stupid. Yeah, I want to golf in 100-degree Fahrenheit weather. Actually, more people die. I just looked at it, okay? More people die in golf every year than baseball, than anything else. More people die from heat stroke or heart attack playing golf. I'm not kidding. Now, according to I found out, 8%, a study from the BBC found out that 8% of the UK population, what? Now, the BBC Health did a test, okay, on golfing. About 8% of the adult population in the UK golf. And also in that same study, they have declared that most people who play golf that die from heat stroke or heart attack. That's what the BBC has found out. Same thing. Well, the BBC did a test to find out that's what happens, which that's surprising. I play golf, yeah, up here in Michigan, where it's not that hot, but still, that was pretty interesting to find out. The BBC, like I said, the BBC did a test in the UK. About 8% of the UK population golf. 8% of the adults golf. Okay, which I understand. I golf once a year for charity. A charity event. I golf for Special Olympics, Michigan. But that was surprising to find that out. That 8%. That's in the UK. Here in the US, I'm not sure, but they did a study. Actually, the BBC did 2 studies. Okay, they did also did a study here in the United States. Okay. They did 2 studies. How many people they did in the U.S., but the BBC did do a study here in the U.S. with the same side effects. This is about golfing, okay? The BBC did a study in the UK and the U.S. I think they did one, or one of our guys did it here in the U.S. They found out that same thing. I think the UK did. I think BBC came over here, or someone from the US did the study for them and sent them the information. That most people call it got killed by golf is is that, which is surprising because how many people get killed by golf balls every year? None. But a scientist I just heard from a scientist that said that the only way to get killed by a golf ball is if someone shoots it with a cannon. That's what I heard. But I golf. I golf once in a while. I drink water. I drink water, Gatorade. I have a soda when we had our lunch, but that's about all I had. Most of the time, I just golf for fun. Golfing's fun stuff. I know a guy of mine, a friend of mine, who actually don't want to know what he did. He said, "You can't do this with a golf cart. I'm going to drive like a mailman." He said, "You can't do that. Watch me." He said, "Close your eyes." Why? I was actually driving the golf cart like a mailman, okay? It was a left-hand drive golf cart. If you live in the rural community like I do, your bus driver, your mailman uses his own vehicle. He puts his left foot on the gas and brake. It steers like this. If you live in a big city like you have those mail vans. Those mail vans. Let me get a mail van to prove it. I'll show you what mail van I'm talking about. That's not it. Where the hell is that mail van? I swear I had one in here last week. I think someone borrowed it. Oh, where's that mail van at? That's not it. I know I have one of those in here somewhere. There it is. Mail van. El Camino. Okay, that'll work. Now, this is just a quickie, okay? Okay. This is basically your mail van, okay? Basic LLV mail van. These were made in Sturgis, Michigan. Okay? Same thing with the UPS trucks. They were made in Sturgis, Michigan. FedEx trucks made in Sturgis, Michigan. They still are. Now, this is not a good representation, but some mail vans we have are Jeeps. Before they had the LLVs, they used these for mail. Okay, they used a Jeep. But the Jeep was a okay, and I have seen there is rumors that some post offices still use the old mail Jeeps. There's even a grass company. It cuts on the highway on Michigan State Highway M60. They actually have one of these one of those mail Jeeps, patrolling the roads, make sure everything's going good with the tractors. But let's see here. I'm getting an old sedan out here. But if you live in a rural community like I do, okay, this will be close enough. Okay, we're gonna use this car as a representative. Okay, this is a Volkswagen Jetta. Okay, some of them do use Volkswagens, but if you live where I live, you have a basic sedan car. Use these for mail, but they drive through the passenger. They have the passenger window down when they give you the mail. But the car, they use their own personal car. But there was a while back. Some cities actually didn't have the SUVs at the time, but the Crown Vics. There was a couple. Back where I used to live, before we had SUVs in the city we lived in, we had a Chevy dealership right next to the police department. Okay, a Chevy dealership. They actually give them. Colin had. We had a SWAT car at the time, a SWAT Crown Vic. They actually let us borrow one of their brand new Chevy trucks for a mail vehicle. They actually give the post office and the police department a couple trucks to borrow if there's ever a snow problem. Well, the thing was, the Colon Police Department only had magnets on one car, came on and off for police. The police actually there's a bad snowstorm going to be coming. Me and the chief of police, who is still chief of police now, we pulled some strings. I helped them hook up. They let us borrow a truck. I told them, "Can we have a 4x4?" They said, "Sure. One condition: don't hurt it." But actually, I told them, "Do you got any used trucks?" They say, "A used 4x4? Why?" So if it gets destroyed, you won't yell at us as much. They said they had one used 4x4 we can use. Then we were looking. he told me to go to. I was looking at some boxes, and I told him, "Hey, I think I found a light you can use. I found a little red gumball light, but no siren." Oh, got a megaphone? Yeah, there we go. He thought it was nuts, but I told him this will work. I mean, and it had the wire and stuff on it. I told him, listen to me. We used the fair way to put this on the truck, keep it on the truck, so you can use the siren. That's it. But he had a portable radio with him that he was going to use because I told him, we didn't have a computer enough in the truck because we didn't have no use for it because there was nowhere to put the computer. I told him, we got this. We put the Crown Vic in the public service office. We took off some magnets, put them on the truck. We had to get an extra we had to put magnets in the back of the truck. We plugged it in the circuit lighter and had a switch turn on and off. I told him, okay, that'll work for right now, but that's all we need. When he pulls them over, the Chevy dealership was nice to us. Let us use one of their trucks. And then the post office. A couple of the post office did not have a 4x4 or Jeep. One of the vehicles they let. The post office. The Chevy dealership was real nice, letting people use some of their. Let the service people use their car. They give them some they gave them some trucks or some SUVs. I think the post office had to use for the mail, but that was nice what the city did. Yeah, tons of Hot Wheels mattress cars. Last time I counted, I had over 300 cars. I don't know how many cars I actually have. Last time I counted, I had about 300 cars, and that was back in the mid 2000s. I counted all of them. Last time I checked, I had over 300 cars. Back in the day, I had trouble sorting out my cars. I had that, but later on, I got some money around, bought some bins, put the cars in these big bins over here. Those big bins right next to the television. And there's some cars under the TV that are so special that I can't touch. And that's not all the cars. See that brown box, the pizza box, and that other box next to that metal stuff? Those are also cars. I got school buses. I got airport vehicles, which is in the white. Okay, the one brown box is my special cars. The white box is my airport vehicles, and the brown box is my school buses, which I have done videos on those cars already. So I already did videos on those cars. I have a couple taxis. I have a couple city buses in the red bin. I did count my fire engines, okay? A friend of mine wanted to know how many fire engines I got. I spent the whole weekend counting every single fire engine I had. My normal ones, my special ones. I had about 100 fire engines. It's under 100 fire engines. I know. Some of the cars I showed you were police cars that I did a video called Central County Smoking the Bandit. It showed some of the cars we use in our city. One car does not exist, okay? Where we live, one car does not actually exist. The town of Leonidas does not use them. Well, if you want to cut police cars, I get the Matchbox, okay? Because they know how to do it better. I have a couple news vans I use. If I knew how to do a stop motion animation, like some people do, I would do it. But yeah, now we have we have 52 subscribers. But it's hard. I have now if you get a Crown Victoria, now there's something you need to know, okay, about the Crown Victoria Matchbox, okay. Look inside there. You'll see a box of donuts and a set of handcuffs. And this is the funny thing, though, okay? I got a Crown Victoria taxi recently for my airport. I looked through the window, same stuff. Handcuffs and donuts in the seat. Handcuffs and donuts are still in the front seat still. The only difference is the skin. That's it. The hardest vehicle to find is Matchbox or the mail vans. Those things are hardest thing to find for me was mail vans. Those things are real hard to find. They're real hard to come by around here. I found that mail van, that Blue's Clues one. Don't want to know where I found it. Okay, let's leave it at that. I got one Ford Fusion police car, 2 Chevy Capris, one marked. It says Rhode Island inside of it with green lights on top of it, and I have one. It says it's just an unmarked Chevy Capri that I turned into an unmarked police car. Now I do have a General Lee. I do have a Pontiac, but the Pontiac I use is blue with red flames on it, which gotta give me credit, close enough. I mean, some people like me, they want to save money, they do that. I mean, I have a lot of construction cars and stuff. I mean, I got gas trucks, I got tow trucks, I got everything I need. I even got some rare vehicles too. Now, some vehicles are so rare, they're in my office, boxed up, not gonna touch them, not opening them until I find I never sell those cars. Those cars, the new ones I get, I might use and open. But most of the time, the cool ones, I leave shut up, boxed up, don't even touch them. I mean, actually, I do have one of those. I actually do have the Homer. Yes, I actually do own the Homer from The Simpsons. Okay, but there is something pretty cool about it. Toys R Us, before they shut down, maybe when last time I went to Toys R Us, they had the Simpsons cars. They had Chief Wiggum's police car. They had Otto's bus. Well, I mean, I don't know how they had. They had Homer's car. They had Marge's car. They also Canyonero. That car was awesome. But I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what happened to Otto's bus. But that bus was awesome. I mean, that bus was cool looking. I mean, one of these days, I think we should, maybe I'll do that for you. But you owe me a big one if I do that. Number every single car I have. If you want me to do that, I will do that for you. But you're going to owe me big if I do that. The thing is, though, I will write down every single car I own. I mean, type it up, my typewriter, and maybe send it to you if you want me to do that. I have Hot Wheels, I have Matchbox, I have 2 Lamborghini police cars. Yes, 2 Lambos. I have one. I actually had 3. Have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen the movie Hoot? I think that's what it's called. I had 3 traffic enforcement scooters. I think I only have 2 or 1 now. I'm not really sure. I sold one friend of mine one. I mean, back where I used to live when I was real young, back in Buchanan, Michigan, they had those. They had 2 of them. They had a winter one and they had a summer one. They always drove around town. Now every single car I own, I have over 300 cars. I'll type up every single car I own, and I'll mismail you the list. Okay, actually, every single car I have. I would do it for you, but I write down every single car I have in the list I have. It'd take a few days. Taking about maybe a week, maybe a month to do, but I did a video on police cars already. There's still pictures, but I wouldn't mind doing it. I have a couple I have 2 lifeguard vehicles. I wouldn't mind doing it. It'll take a while, but I can do it. But I don't have the technology. I have did it one time, I think, but I have mail vans, I have ambulances in one box, a food truck, ice cream van in one box. All the police and all the air good stuff is in one box. Fires in one box. I have hazmat, which is not in a box yet. What the heck? Okay. But like I said, I used to do it for fun, but every single vehicle, most of these vehicles I use for my, the schooling stuff. But I got a lot of school. I got a few school buses, and the numbers on the school buses don't mean nothing, okay? I have one bus called 15 that never gets used. If I could have built a bus garage and stuff, 15 would always be in the. I would have 2 buses in the garage. Like 15 would always be in the garage, because when I bought it, there was a default with. There was a default with it. There was. Actually, I'll show you those right now, and they're not Hot Wheels; they're Matchbox. But I will show the hazmat right now, because I don't hardly use those, but I'll show you them right now. Oh, I have a cat down here. So wait a second. I have a couple hazmat vehicles. I'll show you them right now. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, that's all right for right now. Now, the thing is, though, I have changed some stuff around with a hazmat unit because one of the trucks didn't fit with it perfectly, so I had to get rid of it. The rest of these trucks do. I'm going to do the trucks that came with it. Then the last truck I'm going to show you is when I added with it because it looked better. This is one of the hazmat vehicles I have. This is a 1930 Chevy van. That's hazmat number 4. And this is hazmat number 6, and this is 66. Hazmat 66. It is a Bandalander. It's a made-up vehicle that Manflex made. Okay, intermission. What, baby? You're rubbing my leg. What do you want, huh? What do you want, my girl? Oh, you want Whistle? That was Whistle, my baby girl, one of my favorite kids. Okay, this is unit. This is bio waste, no number. This is a bio waste truck, no number. It has no number. And it's called a trail tracker. This is called a trail tracker. But there's no number on it. But, okay, and we got 2 more. Now, I have a lot of these trucks. There's a fire engine I have a lot of. I have a lot of these fire engines called Pure Dashers. I have a lot of those. Okay, now we'll talk about the rest of the fire trucks. Now, this is a Ford F550 Super Duty, 2010. This is technically what you would call a brush truck. At some fire departments would call these brush trucks. I have tons of these. Okay, I have a fleet of those, and then I got a lot of these trucks. Yeah. Now one more I'm going to show you. Okay, this is called Hazard Squad, and it's Unit 88. This is Hazard Squad Unit 88. And this is part of the Hazard Squad. Now, I'll finish in a second. Let me put these back in their house area. Now, look at my cars. Now, the hazmat squad is supposed to be in the fire department, but I didn't want to put them there because they're special. Now, okay, we just got a haircut. What's up, guys? Those just came out last year. I bought those last year, I bought those last year, I think. I bought last year. Yeah. Now, every year every few months I go to the store, just to look and see if there's anything new or anything I want. Okay. I usually buy it out of my own pocket, and I usually don't buy many cars anymore like I used to. If there's something cool and I want it, I get it. Like I said, I will make a list of every single car I have if I have to. Well, like I said, most of the cars I got from Walmart or Meijer. Okay, most of them came from Walmart. Okay, but Meijer, a couple of my cars, the cool ones I get from Meijer. But both of them cost about the same price. Okay, I don't buy any of those. Hot Wheels things because they're a pain in the butt. They can take up too much room, and they're not worth having them. Okay. I don't go to those often. Is a thrift store like a Goodwill? Is a thrift store like a Goodwill or something? Because I never heard of that term. What's a thrift store? Is it like a Goodwill or something? Because I did get a bus 288 in my fleet I have here. Bus 288 is from Goodwill. Thing is, though, 2 of my buses, okay, I didn't give the numbers. I have a label maker. I put numbers on my buses, my cars. But this is the thing, though. If the bus already had a number on it, I don't put it on there. Okay. I don't know what ARC is, okay? I never heard of ARC. But, yeah, there's 2 buses I got that already had numbers on them. So if the bus already has a number on it, I don't get rid of the number. I leave the number on there. Wow. Actually, I have a friend of mine, my friend Dylan. It was my friend Dylan? No, it was what was his name? I forget. I have this friend of mine. I forget what his name is. Mr. Halk. He has, I swear, 1,000 fire engine ambulance trucks, and he has so many more than I do that it's ridiculous. I'm not kidding. He has more vehicles than I have. I mean, I have done. Wait a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, I just got a big jump in. Well, okay. Sorry about that. I got a double whammy, a double. Okay, sorry, but I just got a double comment at one time, which that I don't like that when it happens. It's not your fault. It's my internet I have here. It's crappy down here in the basement. I mean, it's nice upstairs, just that it's a little noisy. And when you do laundry on Sundays, the dryer gets real hot, makes it real miserable up there. And sometimes it comes down here because it's easier to do. Well, I mean, like I said, if I do the whole entire list of cars, I might say all the cars I have, or but if you guys send me letters at my PO box, which let me get my PO box address real quick for people who are new to the channel. Okay, I don't know where it is, but to my new people who are watching this, my PO box is YM PO Box 435, Three Rivers, Michigan 49093. If you send me letters or questions, I will read them. And other things is, if you give me stuff, I just want, if you don't want to give me the return address, just put down the city it's from, please, because that's all I really mean. If you don't want to send, just tell me who you are, because if you don't want to give me put a return address on there, I understand. But if you do that, okay. But the thing is, if you want to do send me something, okay, do me a favor. If you don't put down where you live, don't put down your street or your name, I understand. Just do me a favor, put down your city you live in, so I can keep a record of that, okay? Because actually, I would like to get a U.S. map and put a pin in every single city that I get people from. I mean, right now, if I found a map right now, there'd be 3 pins in it right now. 3 pins in it right this minute. Because, I mean, I have to get, if I can find myself a U.S. map and get some, so what they call it, tax or some stickers or something, and maybe put some string on it or something, or maybe use some marker or something, put on each person's city and see how far it is. That'd be nice. Okay. Okay. And that's really rude. But could you put that in like Denver? Yeah. Could you put it to me like in Denver? Kind of how far you are from Denver, Colorado? Not trying to be rude. I want to know currently I mean, how far are you from, like, for example, Denver, Colorado, or like Colorado Springs, somewhere around there? I mean, actually, I got to bring it. I'll look it up. I'm not sure. I'll look it up because now, if I'm right, Colorado's Mountain Time, right? If I'm right, Colorado's a Mountain Time district. Now I have 2 clocks. Okay, Eastern clocks is what I go by. I also have a Pacific clock for King. How far is it to Golden, Colorado? Hmm. Now, I have relatives who live outside of Phoenix. I haven't met them, haven't seen them in over 20 years. How far is it to Golden, Colorado from here?
The drive from your location to Golden is 1,130.4 miles.
16 hours, 27 minutes from here. Yeah. Well, no offense. I don't. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, okay. That's not bad at all. Okay. That's not bad at all. According to what it's showing here, that's not bad at all. But sorry, I wouldn't do that. Do you? Yes, I do have school tomorrow. But over 16 hours, that's not bad. I mean, yes, I have to do that. But hey, you want to hear? You know what? I mean, I don't drink beer that much, but I was reading something pretty funny about Jack Daniels. Where they make it? Jack Daniels, where it's made at, is a dry county. You can't do beer there. Shoot that double. Actually, yeah, I'm a lot closer to you than Rob, but by a couple miles because he's only maybe. I mean, where I live, you take US 131 north, you'll be going to where he lives. I mean, no offense to where he lives. I don't like going up to Grand Rapids. No offense to Rob, but yeah, I mean, I was watching the History Channel on booze or something like that, beer or something, and when I read that, I thought, okay. But I hurried up and rewound it, and it said that, and I could not believe what I was reading. That county is a dry county. I mean, we have a dry county. We have a couple counties in Michigan that are dry. Like, I know one county in upstate Michigan is dry, and they do not allow beer on Sundays. Which, okay, the rest of the week you can have beer. Just, I mean, Michigan laws are different from other laws. Like, I don't know where it's made out of yet, but there is. But I mean, there is some cities like, I mean, I don't know, but like Alaska. Now, Alaska, they have real strict laws in Alaska. Okay, like sometimes of the year you can't drink in Alaska at all. That's a road outside Three Rivers in Fabius Township. Okay, that road is extremely bumpy. I mean, the camera movements weren't for me. Okay, I had the camera on a seat on. I had a camera connected to a bus seat, and that bus seat. I mean, the bus seat had a little notch in it. I put the camera in the little notch, and I built it. I mean, I had it taped into the seat, taped on the. I mean, I had the seat. I had some tape. I taped my camera to the seat of the bus, so when it moved. Now, Alaska's weird. Okay, sometimes of the year in Alaska you can't have any alcohol. Not in the rural communities. I mean, the whole state of Alaska sometimes is under a dry warning. Means you can't have any alcohol at all. Okay. I mean, some places can drink. I mean, if you know what I mean, some communities in Alaska they are dry all year round, but there's some communities in Alaska that sometimes of the year they're dry. You can't drink at all. I mean, that's what someone from the state of Alaska said that even Sarah Palin was asked that question a few years ago about that, and she said, yeah, a couple times of the other year, Alaska does not allow no alcohol at all because of safety reasons. Okay, every single community. I mean, even Governor Sarah Palin knew about that and said that law was in place for safety reasons, which makes sense. I agree with that. But yeah, some communities all year round can have it, but some cities during certain times of the year, every single city in the state could not drink alcohol because of that. I mean, just certain times of the year they wouldn't let you drink, but most of the time they will. Okay, I mean, each state has different laws and stuff. According to what people say, is Alaska is the last state to follow any U.S. law, which technically that is true. I agree with that. I mean, people don't believe me, but I was doing some research. Alaska is like the last state to follow a U.S. government law. Like, you can own a certain amount of land, as passed in the 50s. It was passed in the 60s. Alaska didn't take over that law until like the 70s and 80s. Alaska didn't have to do that law until like the 70s and 80s, which makes sense. Alaska's different from every state. I mean, Alaska's nice. It's just that it's colder than I'm used to. I mean, here, anything over. I mean, I have this rule: wear snow pants. If it's 16 degrees or warmer, I don't wear snow pants. But if it's colder than 15 degrees, snow pants go on. No ifs, ands, or buts. Snow pants automatically go on. Gloves, hat, everything. And if it's too cold, I put a scarf on. But I'm not kidding. I have this rule. If it's colder than a certain amount of temperature, automatically the snow pants go on. No ifs, ands, or buts. For safety reasons, I put the snow pants on. But if it gets too cold, we don't have school, and then I walk my my butt to the diner to keep warm. Now, during most of the time, I sit up front of the bar, the diner. But a couple times it gets so cold that I actually sit in the dining room, which I usually don't do that. Okay, I usually don't sit in the dining room that much because I'm not used to being up there. Oh, Back to the Future Part 3 I'm watching. Now, when I do videos, I like to have some kind of noise behind me. It makes me feel a little safer with my autism. I have autism, so I do that. But, I mean, I always have some videos I have some music or something in the background so I can do these videos. But when I do my paperwork and stuff, I have these headphones on, my music on. I crank the thing up so loud. Teacher says time to get off and time to do some classwork. I can't hear a thing the teacher says. Classwork. I can't hear a word they talk about. They yell at me. I can't hear a damn thing. I can hear a damn thing they talk about. A couple times, me and my friend passed out listening to music. I mean, we had the 2-piece headset in. I mean, he doesn't like my music that much, but he's surprised how the music I have. One time we were listening to music, talk about something, with the music on. I had a portable speaker next to us, and next thing we find out, we're sleeping. I mean, we're on the floor all the time talking stuff with our shoes off. He has some feet problems, which I help him with it best I can. No, I don't go to college yet. I want to get a job first, then maybe go to college for writing or storytelling, because I read some good books. I mean, I've been writing a book since 2013, and it's getting pretty good. I mean, I have stopped a few times, but the book's anime. It's based off of Digimon, which, if you've seen some of my videos, you know about the Digimon. Well, I mean, Digimon. I mean, we talked about Digimon versus Pokemon in our early version of television talk, and it gets better and better every time we talked about it. But I mean, I made a book on it, which still working on it, but this book's getting so good. I mean, this chapter I'm right now, chapter 53. One of the characters lives in Centerville, Michigan, has their Digimon. The thing is, though, this Digimon has never seen snow before. Because the funny thing is, though, this person's based off of season 3 of Digimon. Takato and Gilmon. Now, yeah, it is a cool book because, yeah, it's cool because I made it. I mean, Gilmon is practically a baby dinosaur that Takato drew, who is just 12 years old. The thing is, though, which is confusing, is season 3 is a little confusing, okay? Season 3 is based on our world, okay? Season 1 and 2, which is pretty weird, because season 1 and 2 are connected. It's based on a TV show, but when you go to season 3, they're based on our world, real life. And then 3 Digimon come to life, or make them real. Then a few more Digimon came out, which is confusing. But season 3 kind of screws everything up, okay, really badly. Season 3 was 2 things, weird and dark, and some other things. It's small, and it's not really that. I mean, it's comfy to sit and talk on, but to sleep on, no. This thing is not that comfortable to sleep on. I'll tell you that right off the bat, because it's small. I mean, this couch I got pretty cheap. Okay, you won't believe where I got this couch at. Okay, just leave it at that. Where I got this couch at, you don't want to know. I had a person in mind. I mean, okay, you want to know something? This couch isn't real. What I'm sitting on is a green screen. I do sleep in a bed. I do. I mean, whenever it's real hot here, I sleep in the living room on the sofa we have in the living room. Or one time I did sleep out down here before one time. And the thing is, though, when I turn the lights off in here, it gets so dark, you can't even see your hand. This basement I'm in right now was an add-on to our house. Even my room was an add-on. I mean, this house is weird, okay? Oh, crap. I hate when that happens. Man. A Fulton, and Yeah, I had the same problem too. We went to a place that has donated stuff. We moved in the house. We didn't have many. We only had like only we had long chairs in our house because we lost everything when we moved. Because some of the stuff we had wasn't that comfortable. We had a massaging chair and some long chairs. That's all we had left. I had my desk. I had my typewriters and some other things, but that's about all we had at the time. But we had this one couch we loved until it broke. I mean, I had a futon at a room. I could not sleep on the futon because it was covered in mold. My apartment I used to live in was so unventilated. We moved out of there because it was the futon I had. I hardly slept in it. It was covered in mold. Yeah, covered in mold. I couldn't sleep on it. But when we moved to our new house, I got a fold-up bed from a relative of mine. I hated that bed. That bed was gross. Okay, it was gross looking. It was gross feeling. But we had sheet. We had a sheet. We flipped it over, put a sheet on it, and I slept on that bed for a number of years. Okay, that bed was all right. That bed was a lot better than some other stuff. I never actually slept on the futon because we threw the mat out, and I always slept on the sofa. One sofa we did have had had a telephone in it. Kind of like a car centerpiece. In the middle of the center, there's a phone in the middle of the couch, like a speakerphone. And every time it rang, we muted the TV, and we talked on it. This is before the digital switch happened. We had a chair for that problem when we owned it. I tried fixing it myself, and I did fix it. It worked out. Mom had a chair she liked laying in. We had a couch, but when we got her a chair, the person we got from didn't tell us there was problems with it. When Mom went back, it jammed up. So guess what I had to do? We had to help her get her out of it and jam it up, get it. And I had to use a hammer. I had to get my shoes on, a shirt on, and pants stuff. Get a hammer and a flathead screwdriver. I almost hurt myself twice fixing it. I finally got working for her. But a few weeks later, it jammed up again. I said, forget this. We threw it. I tore it apart, threw it in the trash. Yeah, I threw it in the trash. We went to Goodwill, got her a new chair. She's been using it since. Actually, a friend of mine is going to help me with something. A friend of mine has this old camera. Hold it. And he told me he wants to know if I want to learn how to develop film. Trust me, I would like to learn how to develop film. A friend of mine actually has a couple cameras, and he told me he has the old cameras that need dark rooms, and I like to do it, but he told me the chemicals he uses. Yeah, he told me that the chemicals he's using isn't as toxic as it used to be back when they used to do it all the time. He told me that to be safe, you should wear a mask. I can't see it well with my glasses on. I can still read the comments a little bit, but we put goggles on. I took off my glasses. I tell him I can't do nothing. You can watch. Put my glasses on. Put goggles on. They're bigger goggles to go over my glasses. I didn't have to wear. It fogged up a little bit, but I can still see what we're showing. Wore a mask, and he showed me how to do it. But I thought it was pretty neat though how film is made. I don't know how long does it take for this to get made. Well, it's already done. And the image started, he said, after it's done, we let it hang, we let it dry for a couple hours. After we're done, he said, okay. Now, we had red bulbs. He said, okay, let's go over here. We put the curtain, he said, move the curtain. We did. He said, now we can go out here. He said, we didn't turn them? Nope. The only thing you have to worry about he told me the worst thing about getting camera film wet, the worst thing about it drying, the only thing you really have to worry about, he said, is negatives. Wow, I can't afford college. If I did go to college, it'd be for writing and art, because I like art. A friend of mine, I think I overheard someone said that, TV star said, when I went to college, I wanted to learn about astrology, the stars and stuff. He said, I was in it for about 3 months, and it was just paperwork. They didn't even talk about the stars. He was surprised. He spent 3 months of college and dropped out of it for one simple reason. Which, you go to college, you don't. That makes sense. I like stars. I look at stars. Let me just move this real quick. Ow. I have 2 old sofa pillows here to just stay on to keep warm. But yeah, he told me that After 3 months being in college, he dropped out for one reason. He didn't talk about the stars. After 3 months, they didn't talk about the stars. Which I think that's stupid, though. 3 months, you don't talk about stars. I'll do that later. But yeah, people thought that was weird, though. He thought that was weird, though. 3 months, and they didn't talk about the stars. Please. When I was in Boy Scouts, 3 hours later, so we went to the Arizona when I was in Boy Scouts, and I was trying to get my astrology badge. I didn't get it, but I passed half the test. I failed my weather test and failed my astrology test. But at least we talked about the stars within. The class was 90 minutes long. For about 10 to 15 minutes, they didn't talk about the stars or nothing. We were talking about stuff that I really didn't care about. But by the 16th minute of the class, we started talking about the stars and spaceships and all that other good stuff that they used. And then they told us, has anyone read Jules Verne? They asked if anyone has read Jules Verne, Earth, one of Jules Verne's moon, Jules Verne, something to the moon or something, I forget what it was. And no one raised their hand. But he said, well, I'm gonna pull something up here, okay? He had like a piece of laminate he put on the screen. And he said, this is page, I forget what page it was, from Jules Verne. He said, this part of the book is kind of important, okay? Now, then they talk about, this is from Buzz Aldrin when it happened. They're going like 8,000 miles an hour in a can to get off Earth's gravity. Then like 5, 6 in orbit. But they said that, he was reading about stuff, but I think here though, Jules Verne was right, okay, about that. But the thing is though, what country was the first country ever to go in space? The Soviet Union was the first country ever to go to space. It was a dog. Now, the Soviet Union was smart about one thing, okay? But there is something else the Soviet Union did that we couldn't do. Okay, now, what is the most deadly planet in the world? What is the most deadliest planet in the whole entire universe? In our universe? Venus. Now, Venus is one of the weirdest planets ever, okay? Okay, now Venus is upside down. The North Pole is... Now, Venus is one of the weirdest planets I read about Venus. Venus is the effing weirdest planet ever, okay? Venus is upside down. So the North Pole is south. The South Pole is north. Okay, and Venus is one of the most deadliest planets on the world, in the universe. Now, our stuff didn't last that long on Venus. Nothing did. The Soviet Union had a vehicle that rolled for about 90 minutes on Venus. Then it stopped moving. Then it still broadcast for a while. Now, with all the time combined that Venus, it rolled around for 90 minutes. Then it stopped. And then it still broadcast what they're seeing. But with the combined time altogether that was on Venus for us, 110 minutes, the Soviet Union said, which the Soviet Union have since the 90s since we started doing rocket stuff. Before we were friends with Russia, we always talked to each other, about space stuff. NASA never had problems with them. The Russian Science Division always kept in contact with us, even when we were against each other during the Cold War. We were the only one of the few places that knew what we're doing. Us and the Soviet Union knew about space, anyone else did. We were the only ones doing space stuff. No one else wanted to do space because they thought it was crazy. But yeah, the Soviet Union and us did a lot of space, okay? Where I live, I can see the belt of Orion. Where I live right above. I can see the belt of Orion at night, then wake up, see it again. Now, I see the belt of Orion all the time. I wake up in the morning, go to the diner, I see Orion's belt, which is awesome. Okay, I like seeing the belt of Orion. I like seeing all the other stuff about space. I watched Stargazer with Jack Horkheimer, which in 2010 he passed away, but I still watch him once. I still watch Stargazer. Used to watch it, but when they're going to get cut from my PBS affiliate station, I don't watch Stargazers like I used to anymore. Well, being around for a year has just been awesome. Oh, crap. Well, Well, since no one else is watching, and I like to say thank you for watching this episode of YM, and I hope everyone has a good Sunday. This has been YM, our 1 year anniversary. I like to say thank you for watching YM, and I like to say thank you for joining our 1 year anniversary. This is YM CEO founder. This is YM This is YM and the co-owner of H&M Industries. Signing off, saying thank you. This is Tyler Yaw, co-owner of H&M, co-owner of Henry Milton Corporate, saying thank you for watching this for this year, and we'll keep on making videos for you to watch. Over 600 videos have been made, 52 subscribers, and more videos to come. Thank you for watching this episode of Y&M.